Okay, hello everyone, all one of you. Hello Big Pew, welcome to the stream, and I'd like to take... the music scared the shit out of me. sorry. And I'd like to thank again Adhi14 and Takasu for joining my membership. Yeah, let's just start right away. I believe it was here. Yeah, probably. So did you guys already go through New Year's, or like, is that still going to occur to you? As I speak, it's still like I still have 8 hours until New Year's, but I know that's like it's pretty much already 2026 to some people. Then that was a good like ability utilization. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that's how I should do it. So did you decide to, like, do you plan to travel for New Year's, or like are you going to stay home? Are you going to watch the fireworks, stuff like that? Like, what are your plans? I'm pretty much just going to be spending it with my family. We're kind of going to be like wait until midnight, kind of waiting for the new year together, and then I don't know, we're going to hug each other when it finally arrives. Oh, so you have similar plans, Big Pew. That's nice. I know quite a few people like to travel during New Year's. That's why I asked. You know? That sounds good, spending the New Year's with loved ones. Spending time with your loved ones just in general is a good thing. But I get what you mean. I actually wanted to talk about something with you guys, but seems like only Big Pew is here right now, so I'm going to wait a bit until I to discuss it, if it's not too much of a problem. I heard of traveling for New Year's before, but I usually don't personally do it. The last time I did was 4 years ago, I think. But what are your thoughts on traveling in general? Like, are you more of an indoors type of person, or do you actually like traveling? Me, I'm more of an indoors type of person, so doesn't matter if it's New Year's or not. In general, I'm not too big a fan of traveling, you know? I like to stay in my room as much as possible. Especially because when you travel, like, there are so many things that are inconvenient. Like, and I know a lot of these things are, like, silly, but still something I rather not deal with. Like, the whole process of traveling itself. Like, is generally pretty annoying. Like having to sleep in like different bed that you're not used to. It seems like such a small thing, but it's really like inconvenient to actually have to do that. Generally, like the food is food that you're not used to at another place, and due to like the conditions, you generally need to like mostly rely on like takeout, like McDonald's or stuff like that, instead of a actual real meal. At least my family does that. So yeah, traveling in general is inconvenient, and I prefer mostly not to, you know? That's more or less my point. Wait. Why were there like 4 zombies around the harpy? Like, what was happening here before I arrived? Because there was a downed harpy surrounded by a bunch of zombies. Like, what was the situation that was going on here before I got to this place? I mean, the harpy is still attacking me, so I don't know if it acknowledges me as her savior or not, but I don't know, that just seems pretty suspicious. Hopefully nothing too weird was going on. Oh, I love traveling because I like to visit all kinds of arcades and look at the landscapes. But I get you though, homesickness is real. What's the longest you would go on travel for? I can't read the other like 2 comments. I'm going to answer you in a minute. For some reason, like, there's something bothering me. One sec. Sorry. But what's the longest I would go on travel for? I'll be honest with you, I generally prefer just not to travel. Like, I get the appeal, but personally I just prefer not to. If I'm traveling at all, I'm probably doing it for someone else's sake. Like my family, or, you know, like other people that are important to me. And for then, I could probably like endure traveling for days, maybe. I would complain all the way, but I would do it for them, you know? Also, the game just saw that I was about to exploit it, and so it prevented that shit. Because if I really try, I could, like, endure this wind and go through like the save statue, but the game doesn't want me to do that, so yeah. Well programmed, I guess. Also, god damn it. I actually forgot something. One sec. I'll like get it done real quick. Oh, hello, Genérico Jerônimo. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. Just let me take care of something, okay? Sorry, I'm not used to this, so I forgot. I hope it's still like set up well enough. Okay. This should be appearing now, and yeah, perfect. Let's size it down a bit, because I don't think people want it to be that big on the screen, like blocking things out and stuff. Actually, I think it would probably be better. No, but I can't. Or at least I don't know a way to invert it yet. I really like should find a way to do like the VTubers do. Probably like resize the screen and then get one of those like fancy backgrounds or whatever. But for now, it's going to be like this. But yeah. One of my like subscribers, A Fisher, recently drew this model for me. I'll be putting their socials in the description, like shortly. I'm sorry, this whole stream was so scuffed. Like I forgot a ton of stuff, so don't worry. I'm going to put their socials in the description. But yeah, in general, I'm really happy with this model, and it was kind of a blunder that I forgot to set it up for this stream from the beginning. But yeah, for now, let's continue. Let me just see if it doesn't block too much. Yeah, definitely going to have to set it up better in the future. But yeah, for now, let's properly continue. The game just told you, now you can't walk past this obnoxiously slow gust of wind, because you just can't, okay? Yeah, it's one of those RPG logic moments. I'm going to tell people my favorite VTuber is obscure anime. Thank you. Are you using OBS? Yes, I am. Looks pretty good. Thank you, I think so too. I'm really grateful to A Fisher for drawing it for me. It's also kind of embarrassing though, because their justification was that I already promised to like put on a VTuber model quite a while ago, but hadn't gotten to yet, and so they just said, look, I just want to see you with a VTuber model. Okay, can I draw it for you and you use it just so we can get this done already? And I was like, yeah, okay, you know what? You have a good point. I should have gotten to this already. So yeah, I guess this is the lower for this VTuber model. But yeah, legitimately, I'm really happy with it. So I really hope you guys like it as well. Also, if you're using OBS, you can right-click on the PNG source under the Sources tab and go to Transform, then Horizontal. Okay, let me... personification of be the change you want to see in the world. Yeah, they're literally like that. Okay, transform. Let me see. Okay. Oh, okay, perfect. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I think it would... nah, it still covers quite a lot from this side. Let me get into the game and see what it covers here. Yeah, it doesn't cover much here, but for example, if I use the tab menu and go on items, now suddenly you can see most of the items. Yeah, this will have to do for now, but yeah, I'll definitely need to set this up better in the future. But you tell me like what you prefer. Do you prefer it on the left side of the screen or the right side? I'll do what is best for you guys. I'm renaming my account to Big Tech T. Okay, that was pretty funny, I'll admit. I'm thinking the right side because it only covered the controls, I think. Okay, so I'm going to be doing that then. Transform again. Perfect. Okay, so something like this, right? Okay, perfect. But what were we talking about again? Oh yeah. Nah, that just be annoying. Sorry. Let me try to find some good subjects. Sorry, I'm trying to think of... Oh, traveling. Thank you. Oh, yeah, have you guys, like to which places have you guys traveled? Like, have you just traveled around your own country, or have you ever gone outside of it, like to other countries? Despite hating to travel, I've actually been privileged enough to travel to other countries, since my family, unlike me, actually does like to travel, you know? So we mostly been like around other parts of South America, like Chile or Argentina or Paraguay, that kind of stuff, you know? I traveled around like my own country too. I've been to various other parts of Brazil, outside of my like hometown. Então tu é riquinho? É, sou sim. Eu sou burguesinho. Vocês podem me zoar agora. Porra. O cara tem que fazer essa porra de comentário, eu juro. Sempre tem que ter um desse. How was Chile? One of my old teachers was from there. Ah. I didn't have any, like, too interesting experiences there. It was a cool place. Don't get me wrong, but I don't remember anything like that jumps into mind, you know? Like nothing that was particularly, how would I say it? Particularly memorable. I just remember it being a nice place. Oh, hi Kodokunasu, hi Fisha. Sorry, I was a bit too focused on the conversation, didn't even notice you guys, but like, yeah. Welcome to the stream. Going to Chile was a filler episode. Well, in my life it was. I closed it instinctively and she got mad at me because, like, one second. Mas claro, quantos BR tu conhece que vai pra algum lugar além de outros estados? O pessoal ficou bem furioso comigo, tipo, eu lembro ainda quando eu tava na escola e tipo, uma professora perguntou, então, quem aqui viajou pra fora do Brasil? Daí ninguém levantou a mão, aí eu timidamente, Então, você tem razão, mas ainda assim, quer saber, você só tem razão, verdade. Oh, but yeah, one thing. Like, remember how I was talking about the person that made this VTuber model, etc.? Yeah, like, they're on the stream now. It was a Fisher. Like, it's that a Fisher I was talking about. So I'll have, again, their socials in the description later on. But what else? Oh, right. I need to read this comment of yours. Oh, funny story. When I was in Las Vegas for the first time, I decided to get Xenoblade Chronicles 2 because it looked cool. I was playing it in the morning and my mom walked in and saw me playing. I closed it instinctively and she got mad at me because she thought I was playing it to stare at Pyra's ass. I mean, I would be, but clearly you were a lot more of an innocent little lad, so yeah, that was a bit unfair. Though parents are just like that, so I do understand. But, oh, right, since more people are here now, like, there was something I wanted to talk about with you guys. Because, you know, the numbers don't like me, but I'm a man of numbers. So, I was, like, looking at Oh yeah, I was playing it to stare at Pyro's ass, but I don't like getting called out on. Okay, so your mom was right. So you can't even say anything. Okay. But yeah, I was looking at like stream statistics, right? And I noticed something a bit, I don't know, it was just funny to me. I noticed that the streams that, well, outside of the like clickbaity, more clickbaity like weekend ones, right? The non-gaming streams. Outside of those, the streams that get the most watch hours, the ones that like people seem to stay in for the longest, are the ones where like I flip the fuck out. Like if I play through a game, oh hello Metal Wolf, and I'm completely chill, like I'm enjoying the game, I'm having a good time. Generally, I still have a good like watch time, but my watch time only gets really like great whenever like I crash the fuck out. Like if I crash out during stream, for some reason you guys seem to like that. So for example, that stream of Chaos Heads, right, where I was just complaining about the main character all the time, like getting really angry at his bullshit. That was one of the streams I got like that most people watched for the longest. And you remember that like Beyond Citadel stream, right, where I had a headache and the level was particularly frustrating. Yeah, that stream, like a lot of people gathered in for that stream and they watched it for a very long time. So for some reason, it seems like my fans are a bunch of sadists who like to see me suffer. So yeah, I don't know what to think about that. Like, if that's the point, then should I just become a challenge runner? Like, should I just outright be like making videos like, can you beat Black Souls with only your fists? Or some shit like that, since apparently you like to see me suffer so damn much. Like, I really don't know what to think about that. I mean, you wanted to play Chaos Heads. No, but the point is, like, first off, I didn't know it was going to be like that frustrating, okay? When I like first had the idea to play it. So I didn't know it was going to be that frustrating. And second off, you're missing the point. The point is that for some reason you guys like to see me suffer, and I don't know if I like that. God damn it, Kodokuna, so I just saw your message on Twitter. You sneaky little bastard. Yeah, I won't lie, that Chaos Head stream was funny. I swear it was a coincidence, Mr. Obscure Anime. I'm usually busy at 2 p.m. Oh my god, have you ever seen that Fumika Fantasy at level 1 video? Oh yeah, it's one of my favorites actually. Like the one by White Wings of Elia, right? Yeah, I really like... That's why I had the idea actually. Like being completely serious of doing challenge runs, since I noticed that. Because I do watch a lot of like challenge run YouTubers. And so I was like, oh, maybe if I did that, like I could get some good results. Maybe people want to see that since they like to see me suffer so much apparently. It's the best thing I can do for her. How about you? Well, you're always dying, so this is probably a good idea. So, Owe will become a tsundere. Maybe. Baka. So to get even more viewers, you should try playing Kaizo Mario. And at that point, you can just change your name to Paitro. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I assure you, I'm not a sadist, Mr. Obscure Anime. I wish a flat-chested woman steps on me. So you're one of those people, right? Disgusting. Anyway, just from my perspective, I like the streams regardless. So I guess just do what you enjoy the most. To be like a bit serious for a moment, I've been thinking of doing like some not rage game playthroughs, but some challenge runs, like I said, because I'm a fan of this type of content. So I was thinking of starting off small, like playing, for example, Red Hood's Woods, right? But only using my fists, like trying stuff like that, you know? I will see what I'll actually do in the future. Will I become a tsundere? That was a good one. So these are just flowers that make you go to sleep immediately, apparently. The fuck just happened? Mimi. Oh yeah, that's the secret Amazon base that that lady was talking about.
ナバール盗賊団に占領された城を奪い返すため準備を進めているところです。ナバールが攻めてきた日、私たちは連れ去られるエリオット様を追いかけて城を出たのですが、先ほどの眠りの花畑に迷い込み、不覚にも気を失ってしまったのです。風向きが変わって目を覚ました時には、すでにエリオット様の姿はなく、城も落城して。申し訳ございません。いいのよ。みんなこうして生き残ってくれたんだから。リース様。では、お仲間の皆さんがお目覚めになったら、向こうの部屋にいらしてください。みんな、リース様に会いたがってますよ。
No Mimi before the countdown for New Year. Yeah, you have a good point there. My family especially would be disappointed. But what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. One thing I need to make clear is that I don't know if I'm going to be making those streams and eventually those videos. I'm still thinking about it because, as you probably like... No, but you know, no one likes to make, like, challenge run videos. Like, if you see those people who actually make them there, whenever it switches to live commentary, they're just frustrated all the time. So yeah, you know what, it won't be soon, but I'll get around to it at some point. And if you have some interesting ideas for challenge runs, please suggest them in like the comments. I already have like one, but I'd welcome like a few more if you have them. The only condition being that it can only be challenge run for games that I already played, because yeah, like starting a playthrough straight into a challenge run, like that, not even I'm like that determined to make a video. Not even I'm like willing to do that just for a video, okay? So if you have some interesting challenge run ideas for games I already played, please suggest them. Careful on these mountain paths, even I'm getting dizzy up here. Okay. Also, sorry for this, I know we barely started stream, but I'm going to have to go solve something. It will be like just a minute, but still, just a moment and I'll be back. But yeah, outside of that, like I also had the idea like for one of those compilation videos, like right. I would probably title it Obscure Anime Crashes the Fuck Out Due to Takumi's Bullshit, or something close to it for however many minutes I could put into said video. Like I was thinking of making one of those out of my Chaos Heads strings. That could also be fun. Citadel Laurent is known to be impenetrable. It's surrounded by crags and harsh winds that protect it. Retaking it will not be an easy feat. I don't know if we will succeed. Yeah, I guess I need to speak to that woman, or maybe it's someone like below. Let's see. There were more survivors than I feared. This is truly a blessing. Go for it, I want to watch that. And you'll make 20 trillion YouTube dollars. I doubt that, but that is like something nice to think about, isn't it? Oh, which equals to about 20 cents. Oh, okay, okay. I see what you mean now. Lol. But honestly, that is pretty impressive. How are there this many Amazons still alive, actually? Because, not to sound like a dick, but it's pretty easy to kill someone who is sleeping, so were the invaders just specially merciful? I don't understand how there are so many alive at this point. But I guess I shouldn't be expecting too much realism from this of all games. I mean, just last stream we were shot out of a cannon and flew for miles and miles and somehow didn't die upon landing, so reality be damned, I guess. We captured an agent in the meadow. He's behaving oddly. I don't know how the Nervalans managed to take the citadel in this state. Maybe it's here? No. Okay. I'm telling you, Mr. Obscure Anime, they were just pretending to be dead to make the invaders feel bad. Yeah, no way, like, that Amazons would, like, be defeated this quickly, you know? You do have a good point, actually. There will be a tactical meeting regarding our next move in that room here. Actually, before we continue, I wanted to show you guys something. So, yeah, I think this should be a good point to view it. Like, if you notice, a lot of, like, female, like, how would you say it? Female warrior designs include heels, right? And that's not just in anime, that's, trope that we even have here in the West. Like, we even have movies that are supposed to do away with these more, I would say, fantastic tropes, kind of idealizing women, right? Even in the Western movies that are supposed to be against that, to go against that, the ones even produced by women, a lot of female warrior designs will generally include heels. And this goes for like mages, for warriors, for magical girls, all sorts of characters, right? And that's a lot of people's pet peeves. You know, a lot of people don't like that so many female character designs, especially warriors, feature heels, because obviously that'd be pretty uncomfortable IRL. Of course, I don't care because, like, caring about, like, how it would feel IRL when the whole world is, like, populated by magical beings doing magical things is silly to me. But I wanted to see, like, what you guys think. What's your opinion on, like, this type of design choice? Oh, so that's the quest we're going at this point. Oh, this is going to be fun.
ドンペリ
そうです。はい。かつて竜帝との世界大戦の時に強大な力を誇るドラゴン族を出し抜き、ホルセナの英雄王を勝利に導いたと言われる奇跡の戦術師ですじゃ。
その方は今どこに？
それがですな、人間ではないのですじゃ。彼ドンペリはコロボックル。ジャドの南ラビの森のどこかにコロボックルの村があるらしいのですが、
早速探しに行ってみましょう。
お待ちくだされ。コロボックルは大の人間嫌い。まともに言っても絶対やってはくださいますまい。
で、どうすれば？
賢者ドンペリは人間の格好で言っても会ってくれないので、人間以外の姿、例えばコロボックルになりすますことができれば、あるいはちびっこハンマーと言われる秘宝がバイゼルにあると聞いたことがありますです。それを使えばうまくコロボックルになりすますことができるやもしれません。
But doesn't playing dead is kind of not an honorable thing? Like, doesn't Amazons are proud and being honorable? No, but it's like they're not the reason. How do I say this? You sometimes have to have in mind like why is something considered dishonorable. Like the reasons, I won't get too much into it because it's kind of off topic. But the reason playing dead is generally seen as dishonorable is because it's seen as cowardly. Like, no, you don't want to die, so you play dead so your enemy kinda spares you or is strict into sparing you. But in this case, what Big Pew is saying is that they are playing dead not due to cowardice, not due to wanting to be spared, but just because, like, for the opposite reason, because the invaders' attack was so pathetic, so kinda, how would you say it, stupid and clearly unable to work, that they were like feeling sorry for them, that they were like, you know what, let's just give these guys the win, like let's just make them feel better about themselves. So that's what he's getting at.
こっちこっち。
And suddenly the flowers aren't like making us sleep again. Interesting. I believe it's because they want you to feel taller, lol. You know what? Fair. That could be understandable reason at least. I agree, Mr. Obscure Anime. I hate that too. The first thing in my mind goes to is like, who the fuck is going to run around in heels all day 24/7? That has to kill your feet. Like, for example, I like Yuzuhira's design in Under Night, but like the heels. Oh, the heels. You know, I wonder if Rie's gen on her forehead is an accessory or is it attached 24/7? Oh, people are like now having their own design pet peeves. Yeah, how in the fuck is that staying up there though? Like, how in the... God damn it, you just ruined Rie's design for me. Are you happy with that, Fisher? Are you happy now? I'm joking. But again, I kinda just don't care, you know, being more serious.
ボンボヤジの大砲と同じじゃない。
I kinda don't care about these things because again, fantasy worlds, fantasy beings in a fantasy world, like doing like fantasy things, like the people in this world are literally like surviving dragon attacks without armor, you know? So why the hell would I care that like they're wearing heels while doing it? And like with the movies I'm talking about where girl warriors have kind of heels are superhero movies. So like you can believe that a woman can fly and like that she can tank bullets like with her face without suffering any damage. But no, heels is where you draw the line. So I don't know. I understand, but I kind of feel like that complaint is a bit silly in my opinion. Maybe she was born with it? Again, I'm starting to wonder, like, because Angela has elf ears, right? And, like, now Reyes has that crystal, which we don't know if it's a part of her or not. So, are these people... I know that, like, the gremlin there, Charlotte, is half elf. So, that makes sense, right? But these two are established to be humans, so... What the fuck are those details, you know? That's a bit confusing. Is it her source of magic? Well, she isn't the mage of the group, so that'd be kinda strange if it was, personally speaking. It's like that guy from the Marvel universe. If her gen gets pulled off, she dies. She's like Vision then. She's an android. Anyway.
ボンボヤジを知ってるんですか？彼のいとこのメルシーです。よろしくね。
Wait, how are you related? How is an Amazon and a little fucking dwarf dude like? How the fuck does that work?
私たちをバイゼルに飛ばせる？
Oh, that's convenient, so we don't have to walk all the way there again. And it's something already established, so pretty cool.
お安いご用です。準備はいいですか？
Yeah, I already explored everything. Oh, I don't mean it as something where authors can't have female characters that wear heels. I just don't like it personally. No, I understood that. I'm just talking about my own perspective as well, you know? I feel like I should mention that I don't have a foot fetish. I feel like I should mention that I do. Anyway.
バイゼルのどこにちびっこハンマーがあるのかしら。ちょうど夜だし、ブラックマーケットに行ってみない？
God's blessing, I guess. The king of Amazons is just blessed. You know what? Yeah, that would make sense actually, now that I think about it. So yeah, you do have a point there. I guess it was an error of the remake designs because her old design, the crystal was a part of her tiara. Yeah, yeah, the remake fucked up in this aspect then, because like now it's just attached to her forehead and it's making like us think there's like a wild theories to try to explain it. If it was just attached to like the helmet thing she's wearing, like it would make a lot more sense. So yeah, good insight there, Generico Geronimo. I should check the old design of these characters. Actually, really should. I like looked it up recently, and while I still prefer, for the most part, these new designs with the like 3D graphics and etc. Like the old designs aren't bad, like not at all. Like they were really well drawn. So yeah, I do recommend you everyone check them.
いらっしゃい。何が欲しいんだね。うひひでも意外とつまらんもんだね。これなら帰って寝てた方がマシじゃ。ほれ。
Well, that was easy.
ちびっこハンマーが手に入ったし、準備万端ね。早速ラビの森に行ってコロボックルの村を探しましょう。
I'll be honest, it just sounded like such a special item, and I remembered it being such a special item that I really thought like the journey to get it would be a bit more exciting, you know. But maybe like this is the part where like the ghost event is going to happen. Let's see. Maybe she just tapes it to her head every morning and takes it off at night. So it's like makeup. It works like makeup. Call me crazy, but I prefer the idea of it being attached to her forehead. To be fair, like that concept like did bring forth a lot of interesting theories, so it certainly gets the creativity going. So I can see why you like it, and it is also like quite aesthetically pleasing as well in a way. So I'm with you on that. I don't think you're crazy. Oh well, maybe I do, but I think I'm also crazy. Maybe that's the point. Like I said before, born with it. Yeah, that sounds like an interesting theory. I like it personally. Like I said. Is it going to be the ghost event now or no, not yet. Okay. Since you like the idea, check Legend of Mana. They have a race of people with crystal in their bodies. Oh, so it's actually canon to the universe. Maybe not to the game, but like to the universe of Mana. Like that some people do have these things. Oh, that just makes it even more interesting actually. Nice. Well, that's certainly an interesting new perspective. How in the hell am I going to... Ah, okay. Was easier than I thought. Thank the maker. Hey, that was the starting town. I really like this when RPGs do this, when you, like in later levels, come back to the starting town. I don't know, it's just a cliche I appreciate. I've been seeing too many VTubers drawn with horses lately. I'm getting flashbacks to the Mori Calliope horse Audi. Please don't remind me of that. God damn it. The invading beastman forces have gone for now. He is hoping that townsfolk aren't worse for the wear. Really, so the crystal species from Steven Universe aren't the original thing? JK. Yeah. I don't know if I love or hate that reference. I'm going to like go with the middle option and say that just like A Fisher implied, I'm tsundere about it. I don't know why, but it's just kind of cute seeing like small characters standing on boxes to try to get a good view of things. Wow, the style is nice and lively. Not as much as Wendell, but still. Her dialogue is like genuinely hard to read sometimes because the W's don't just replace the L's, they R's, they replace the L's as well. So and sometimes the words have genuine W's on them, so I just can get kind of confused what she's trying to say sometimes. Not exactly, since nearly all Mana games have its own canon, but I can't affirm it because I need to finish them first. Really? Oh, maybe it's like a Persona thing, right? Where they all have their own canon, but like they share various elements. So yeah, I get it now. Some designs from Steven Universe are good in my opinion. Okay, I love it when Angela acts like a brat. That was a nice little interaction there.
必ずローランド城を取り戻してみせ
But yeah, I agree that there are quite a few like nice designs in Steven Universe. It's just like, and it's not even like an objective thing. It's just a personal one. I'm just not a fan of like the show itself, you know. But this is also like a cliche that I neither like nor hate. Because we're in an like low level area and then suddenly we're fighting enemies that are our level, you know, so we don't just destroy this whole area. And it doesn't make too much sense because like from a gameplay perspective it does, but from a like lore perspective, how did the monsters get so strong while we like from last time? Are the monsters like leveling up as well? Are they going on training arcs and gathering more abilities too? Like what the fuck is happening here? But yeah, it's a gameplay cliche that I'm kind of more neutral on. That of like the enemies on older areas being made more high level to make gameplay more interesting. I understand its purpose in gameplay, but in terms of world building, it just feels weird, you know? That's more or less my point.
賢者ドンペリを探すわよ。
Yeah, Persona, Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, kind of like those games. Ah, okay, so yeah, that makes sense. I just thought about it, but does every fandom lead back to Toho? Just a random thought. Good question, but I don't have an answer for that. Yeah, they go on their own adventure and you're their final boss. And clearly they didn't like fulfill their quest, unfortunately, since I'm still standing. More games should just go the Xenoblade route and just have uber high level enemies in the starting area to start with. Oh my god, no. I didn't play Xenoblade, but I saw quite a few gameplays of it, and sorry, but that shit just sounds dreadful. Imagine you're just like traversing through a low level area and then you get distracted, you have to look at your phone for whatever reason, and then you just bump into like one of those level 50 or level 60 enemies like at level 8. Like that just sounds like the opposite of fun. I'm sorry. I don't want that to be a thing in more games.
シャルロットかくれんぼで見つけるの得意ですよ。
Like that aspect specifically of Xenoblade. The first mana for the Super Nintendo had a good reason for that. The main character unlocked the evil in the world, and because of that they are growing alongside him in power. That is quite the interesting reason, actually. I just don't get your second comment, so what do you mean basically India? Like, what are you talking about? Like, what's your point there? What did India do to you? Oh, are you saying that the world is that India is like the world in like the first like mana game? I'm for the safety of my channel, I won't comment on that. I hope you understand. Damn, genetic. Yeah, that was quite the unhinged comment right there. If I had to guess a fish, it's probably like a joke about a quite edgy joke about the fact that we have more and more like people from India working like around the world, and he's saying that no, because of that and because of some of the like bad stuff some of them are doing, especially at companies, that they are the evil that was unlocked and now they're spreading and getting stronger around the world. It's quite the edgy joke about that, I'll have to say, if I'm understanding it correctly. The Xenoblade thing of meeting a high-level monster, and how India you can find a tiger walking the streets, but I didn't think the other implicate. Oh, okay. So I'm the edgy 14-year-old here, not you. Okay, moving on. We're not going to comment on where my brain went like when I heard that comment. Let's just pretend I didn't say anything. Oh yeah, Xenoblade. Oh, trust me, it's really it really is dreadful. It takes like an hour to get to the first town, and in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 there are wolves that roam and will fight you while you're fighting lower level, and oh my god, that doesn't sound like a good time, like not at all. Honestly, if I make that joke, I would mention like about tracks. Like I think we're all just scared from casual racism on the internet. Yeah. Honestly, if I make that joke, I would mention about tracks. Like about Indians and train tracks, like that kind of. Why do I recognize so many fucking racist stereotypes? This is not good. This is not a good look for me. Sorry, trucks. Oh god, you said it wrong, and I still recognize a completely unrelated like racist stereotype. Jesus Christ. 1 sec. I will be back shortly. Oh god, this tree is not going well. Let me change subjects real quick. Oh yeah, I actually, since it won by such a big margin, right? I already started reading what was the name? Oh yeah, Gushing Over Magical Girls. I'm going to, my plan was to, because there's an anime and a manga. And generally when that's the case, I like to just go for the manga already, because generally, it's the more complete version, it's the, there's no reason to watch the anime if the manga is not completed, you know? The only cases where it's best to watch the anime over the manga is if both are completed, because then you have a whole adaptation of the story, from beginning to end, that's animated and thus more entertaining to follow. But whenever that's not the case, whenever they're both incomplete, I generally like to go for the manga instead, to get the at least more complete story. So that's what I started to do. I went to read recently the Gushing Over Magical Girls manga, and what I learned is that actually the anime adapted quite a bit of the manga. The manga is 30 pages per chapter, and it's a monthly release, so there isn't much more story than what was actually adapted in the anime already. So yeah, there was no reason for me to do that. But anyway, outside of that, from what I read, I'm already liking it a lot. The humor, the characters, the magic system, and the art, pretty much everything about it is good. I know it's kind of memed as this oh, super degenerate fan service show, but that's kind of the least attention grabbing part of the story, you know, at least for me. It's not that I dislike the ecchi, I actually really like it, especially in the manga, as I'll talk about. But there are so many other good things about it that it just kind of fades into the background. It becomes kind of a nice bonus along with everything else, you know? So I'm reading it less for the fan service and more for everything else that's good, which is everything. With the fan service being kind of just a bonus. But on the subject of the fan service, I actually like the fan service of the manga more than the anime, because they added a lot more fan service in the anime, which generally wouldn't be a problem, especially for me, right? But the type of fan service that they added in the anime is that type I really don't like, which is panty shots, right? There are pretty much all the fan service in the anime, it's in the manga too, except for 90% of the panty shots. They added a whole bunch more of those in the anime version, and since I don't like that particular kind of fan service, it doesn't do much for me. But yeah, I've been liking the manga in general. From what I read. I heard that the anime is even more lewd than the manga. Is it true, a fish? Yes, it is. It's not. You didn't read the manga version, so I'm giving you new insights, I see. But yes, for someone who watched both, yes, the anime is like they really upped the fan service in the anime. Again, it's not like the manga doesn't have it. There's a lot of fan service in the manga too, but the anime definitely kicked things up to 11. How are you liking gushing over Magical Girls? I watched it a bit and didn't like it. Oh, I'm loving it, honestly. So yeah, we kind of gonna have to disagree on that because I'm really liking gushing over Magical Girls, like I described before. Oh lord, it's monthly? Monthly mangas are so dreadful because by the time the next chapter comes out, you already forget what happened in the last chapter. I get it, but let's be real, it's a far more humane way to make manga. Because, like, there are mangaka out there who get sick, you know? Their health literally deteriorates so they can draw 30 pages per week. So, as frustrating as it is as a viewer, I do prefer the like monthly manga model, especially if it keeps the same amount of pages. I prefer it, how would you say, ethically, you know? And yeah, that's how we're going to infiltrate Korokupur land. Hey, Happy New Year, everyone. I hope the stream is going good so far. It is, and Happy New Year, and welcome to the stream, Nunia Fibo. God damn it. And Obscure Anime Classic, the internet fucking up. Hopefully it will recover. I love this concept that we have become small using the minor mallet so that like Korokupur won't like be scared of us, right? But look at us and look at the average Korokupur. Like obviously we're small now, but like we ain't fooling anyone. Like they know we're humans. Like let's be real. No one's being fooled by this. Like even like this small, I'm twice as big as this guy, and I look nothing like him. Like ain't nobody falling for the shit. What cute Labubu. I hate you, Fisher. I hate you for reminding me of that. Fucking Labubus, I swear. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. It's fine. I like the anime. I like the anime so much that I have a folder dedicated to various screenshots of the first season. Screw the mangaka's mental health. Mappa animators don't deserve to see their kids. Jesus Christ. I know you're joking, but still, that's quite brutal, man. Especially because I know there are some, let's just say, individuals, because I don't want to call them humans, that actually think like that. And no, it's not just the ecchi stuff. I never assumed that. Não contava com a minha astúcia. Is that a Chapolin Colorado reference? Não, isso aqui, esse jogo, assim, foi lançado bem antes. Não, acho que poderia ser, na verdade. Eu duvido, porque eu não acho que os japoneses lá, tipo, estão a par disso. Eu não acho que eles conhecem Chapolin Colorado, mas quem sabe? Talvez. The internet has to die at least once a stream for it to be a real obscure anime stream. Don't say that. I really wish that didn't fucking happen. God damn it. No, Mr. Obscure Anime, they thought they were the dwarf WNB. You know what? A fair point. You know what? I didn't even think about that. That makes sense, yeah. Don Perry, don't know, but he's not in here. Oh yes, very helpful. Thank you. I don't know. God damn it, I forgot what that insect is called in English, but why did you post like an emoji of that particular insect, Big Pew? Like, is that a reference that I'm not getting? I could spoil it, but it's quite a like funny scene, so I'll let you guys experience it together with the characters. Because again, I already played, I already know how this is gonna go, but it's funny enough that I want you guys to kind of see what's going to happen, even though it's kind of easy to guess. But where is Reyes? Where the hell is she? I want to find the other people that came with me here. Oh, okay, perfect. They are both close to each other. Where could Don Perry be? I don't know. It could be like any one of like these Korokupu. Now you know what? I won't get into it. Oh wow, everything is humongous. Look. Because my joke was ass. At least I think. Tô ligado, acho que você não conhece esse meme de references. Começou por causa do Jojo fans que botam isso todo. Não, eu entendi o meme. Tipo, aqui eu estava me perguntando assim se podia ser sério, se podia ser uma referência de verdade, sabe? Mas eu entendi que você tá fazendo uma like, Jojo reference. Não se preocupe. Don Perry is usually taking a walk by now. What else did I want to talk about? It's kind of a topic for like that stream, so I shouldn't spoil it right now. Oh, I saw Don Perry walking outside just a moment ago. Oh, actually, that is a interesting thing. Like, that's like I was reading. What was it? Gushing over magical girls recently, right? And if you either read the manga or saw the anime, you know that the magical girls themselves have pretty colorful hair. And that's a trope that's kind of dying in anime these days. It's not like there aren't some characters with like really out there hair, but it used to be pretty common for especially female characters to like have rainbow hair. You know, a girl with like very bright yellow hair, another with very bright like orange or pink or red hair, and that trope's been kind of dying recently. So I want to know what you guys think. Like, what's you all's opinions on this trope? O pior é que isso é uma baita de uma coincidência, porque essa marreta na verdade saiu do Japão mesmo. Ok, então. So anyone have any New Year's traditions they do? I'm going to drink and play Toho Mountain of Fates later to see my wife. I don't have any traditions like that. I just wait for like New Year to finally come and then I hug my family. There's nothing much more to it than that. My only plan right now is to wait until midnight hits New Year and go to bed. To be fair, those do sound like some pretty good plans. Like I usually don't am not up like very late, so like I'll probably do the same after we like celebrate. I'm just going to go straight to bed. Don Perry is probably out and about and making mischief. But of course, I'll drink alcohol after the countdown. Yeah, same. Have I already talked about the fact that I don't drink? I don't even know if that's too relevant or interesting, but you guys are like all talking about like drinking for the New Year's, and it just kind of reminded me that this is like something normal to most people. And I always feel strange when people talk about it because I don't drink at all. So there was actually quite the interesting incident involving that, because it's kind of awkward to drink while someone else is completely sober. So while I was talking to my uncle who likes to drink a lot, he said, "No, but I know you don't like to drink obscure anime, but at least hold this beer, you know, so this conversation is less awkward." So yeah, it just reminded me of that.
ドンペリ様なんてどこにもいないじゃない。
Calm down.
わしじゃよ。
Yeah, pay attention to this scene right here.
どこにいるか聞いても教えてくれなかったのに。
あの時わしは歩き回っとったからな。どこにいるかは
Look at this little shit.
瞬間で違うから答えられんよ。
なんなのよ、このたぬき親父。さすがはドンペリ様、奥が深い。
どうした
God, look at Angela,
声が震えておるぞ。
like trying to be all respectful here. She's trying so hard, this lovely.
私の故郷ローラントのコロボックル村ではネズミが大発生してネズミたちにコロボックル村が占領されてしまいました。
Good save, Rias.
村を取り戻すいいお知恵はないものでしょうか。
ほうほう、それはお困りじゃろう。ローラント。おお、ひらめいたぞや。まず風の精霊ジンを見つけなされ。
でもジンに会うには風神像をどうにかしないといけないんじゃないの？
果たして本当にそうじゃろうか。風の流れは常に変わるものじゃ。マナの力が枯渇しておる今、ジンの力を悪用せんとする輩がおらぬとも限らぬまい。風が乱れ出した。風神像に何かあったのかもしれんが、まずはわしの話を聞け。ローラントの山の中腹から枝分かれした道の先は風の回廊と呼ばれる難所じゃ。風神像の向きを変えれば風向きが変わって道が開けるはず。あとはお主たちで考え。通路の奥に風のマナストーンがある。風の回廊のどこかにジンはおるじゃろう。
Oh, so it is where we're going to have our class promotion.
眠りの花畑で陣の力を使えば眠り花粉をローラント城に送り込み寝込んだナバール兵を一網打尽じゃよ。
何よ、私たちが人間だって気がついてたの？
当たり前じゃ。世界中でコロボックルが住んでいるのはもはやこの森だけ
This
だから。
little shit, I swear.
よそ者など存在せんのじゃよ。それにほれ、お主フェアリーに取りつかれとるじゃろう。わしらコロボックルにはフェアリーが宿主に選んだ人間は一目でわかるからな。人間は嫌いじゃがフェアリーが出てきた以上は世界の危機。わしらも安全では済まぬからな。からかって悪かったがこればっかりはやめられん。ああ、いや、すまんすまん。幸運を祈るよ。
Fucking bastard old man. But yeah, thank you for the help, despite not liking our kind. But yeah, like No, actually, whatever. The point is that the first person we talked to and the only one with a unique design, who would have thought it was Don Petty all along? Little old man was just pulling our leg and like being all roundabout about helping us. Bad Labubu. I want to snatch that guy's head. It's tempting me. Yeah, same. Hell
ド
yeah.
ンペリさんのおかげでローラント城を奪還できそうね。
はい、一刻も早く風の回廊に向かいましょう。皆さん引き続きよろしくお願いします。
Don't mention it. I only drink for New Year's. I also don't drink. It's a very common vice / hobby to have. Better not to have it though. I usually have some apple cider when the new year starts. Yeah, I actually am one of the few people who doesn't drink like ever. Like even my mom, who doesn't like to drink much, still like does it for like parties or again for New Year's. Like she also likes apple cider and things like that. I'm only one of the only people who doesn't drink like at all. You know, not even for special occasions. So yeah, I'm quite weird in that sense. Well, I'm quite weird in most senses, but on this one especially, you know. Nice choice. I started with some peach flavored pina colada I saw in the store and some Corona right now. Oh yeah. No, sorry. I was going to say something, but I was wrong on it, actually. Because I thought like that my uncle, the one I was talking about, also quite liked Corona, but no, it's another one. Brand, I think, named Brahma, that he likes. And it's quite funny because like he generally likes the taste of that beer, and it's well known around here, at least, as one of the worst tasting beer brands of all time, you know. I would say you're healthy, always, in that sense at least. There are quite a few other like pretty unhealthy practices that I have, but at least on that front I'm okay. And thank you. Also, another thing, thank you guys. But Also, another thing, another more fun thing I just noticed. Let me just, because their hair generally covers it, but I think if I put it here, it will be easy to notice. Do you guys think that the person that designed these characters had a thing for backs specifically, like exposed backs? I don't know. That seems that seems to be the case for me. He was whoever they were probably a back and legs person specifically. Maybe arms too. It does taste rather lacking. Like I like to drink. I'm going to guess that this is wine, white wine, or maybe it's like something. It's probably something stronger, but I don't recognize it. But it is as bad as smoking. Damn. Actually, my dad is kind of amazing in this regard because he both drinks and smokes, but he, unlike my uncle, he knows how to do it truly in moderation. Like, he never has gotten like flat out drunk, for instance, you know? He never like went to those extreme levels. So he does both of the most common, I guess, normal vices, but he's one of the few people I know that does both of them, and does both of them, how could I say, in true moderation, you know? So yeah, in that sense, he is pretty impressive too. There are 100 things that can kill you out there, but at least alcohol poisoning isn't one of those things. Fair. Whoever he was, he has great taste. I'm guessing you're talking about the designer, and yeah, I agree. Clearly this game was made by a Toho armpit fan. True. Yes, and I think for bellies for the male character. Yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, like most of them actually have their exposed bellies, even to a kind of ridiculous degree. So, yeah, whoever designed the male characters definitely has a thing for bellies. Use these emotes as general to alcohol, and also this emote popped up while I was typing. Okay. So it wasn't like anything specific, you were just talking about alcohol being as bad as smoking. Okay. Oh yeah, but like about the anime, like the colorful anime hair thing I was talking about. Like, what's your guys' opinions on that? Like, do you also miss it? Like, miss those more like colorful types of anime hair, or do you like the more subdued but still creative approach they're using for designs nowadays? Personally, I kinda miss the rainbow hair trope. Now, where am I supposed to go? Here? Actually, let me see if I can find like armor and weapons, like new ones. Well, Mr. Obscure Anime, I think I'm gonna read some doujins and take a nap, so I'm well rested when the New Year's come. Have a good New Year's, Mr. Obscure Anime. Oh, good New Year's to you too, Big Pew, and welcome for participating up until this point. Goodbye. Wait, okay, armors.
いらっしゃい。いい商品揃えてるよ。
Oh, good thing. Apparently, I have a lot of things that I need to buy. Also, yes, I do miss when hair colors were out there. One of my favorite characters has hair that is impossibly pink and I like it.
お目が高い。
いい買い物したわ。
It's another thing, honestly. I really like both pink and red hair
お目
specifically.
が高い。
使わせてもらいます。
I think
お目が
those
高い。
欲しかったんです。
お目が高い。
specific types of hair colors in anime look great. Red, actually, they do look pretty good in real life too.
大事にするわね。
But I just like those hair colors in general.
いらっしゃい。
And fortunately, they haven't fallen out of favor, but like specifically, like those hair colors that I like, but the trope in general has recently. I like the more expressive stuff. Pink hair on a heroine goes hard. Hell yeah. Like I was saying, I also have a particular fondness for both red and pink hair on anime heroines. So yes, it's kind of a shame to see it kind of fall out of favor recently.
またのお越しを。
No characters who have full-on rainbow hair. No, I'm talking about rainbow hair in the sense that like the characters have, like all the characters have colorful hairs and they form a rainbow. Like it's not one character having rainbow hair. Yeah, the rainbow hair trope is a bunch of characters all having like really colorful bright hair. Like and they're in a group. They form a rainbow, you know, that's what it means. Also, wait, do you want me to post the reference sheet of your model, or didn't you show some of it on the beginning of the stream? Again, like, you weren't here, so you didn't see it, but I actually spent the first 10 minutes of the stream without the model. Like this whole thing has been pretty scuffed, especially when it comes to like the model. So no, I haven't like properly shown anything yet. Like I'm planning to do so, to have things more well set up and to kind of introduce things more at the beginning of next stream. But if you want to like post the reference sheets for on like your Twitter or give a link to it here in chat, yeah, like there's no problem with that. Like I don't even know why like that would be an issue in general.
いらっしゃい。
But yeah, feel free. That's more or less what I mean.
いい商品揃えてるよ。
And no, okay.
またのお越しを。
We're good in terms of weapons. Actually, speaking of... one sec. But Mocha from Rosario Vampire was absolutely... Oh, man. God, I love Mocha too. Like, I talked about this a few times now, but Rosario Vampire, the anime version specifically, like, was my very first... Like, my very first anime that I actually knew was anime. and to this day it's still one of my favorites. I know that objectively it's garbage, especially compared to the manga, but it has a special place in my heart, and like Mocha specifically is like 50% of the reason why. Model's very cute. I don't know if I should say thank you because
めんどくさいやつだったわね
yeah, he was.
お知恵を借りられて助かりました。私にとっては恩人です。感謝しかありません。
Like, I don't know, whenever people praise the model, I don't know if I should be thanking them or like if I should, like, what should I do? Because like I said, a Fisher made the model, so how should I react when people like praise it? Because if I say thank you, it kind of sounds like I don't know, it sounds weird because I didn't make it. Like, shouldn't you be thanking? No, like it's just general why am I being so weird about this? God damn it. Thank you. Thank you for thinking the model's cute. Anyway, moving on. Actually, speaking of tropes falling out of favor, have you noticed a particular decline in panty shots in recent release, gents? I think I not only have I noticed, but I think I made a whole I either made a whole video about it or like I talked about this on stream. But yeah, outside of more animes like exceptions, like we were talking about Gushing Over Magical Girls, where they actually added a bunch of panty shots that weren't in the manga. Like, yeah, I've noticed that like in general in anime, like panty shots have been falling out of favor. Like a lot of series that do have panty shots in the manga don't have them in the anime. It's generally the opposite, like to what happened with Gushing Over Magical Girls. Like generally they will take out panty shots instead of adding in. But in general, a lot of things have just been getting censored in modern anime. Like, I don't care too much about the panty shots because I never, well, not never, but I don't particularly like the trope right now. But I do understand how frustrating it is, because another thing that also has been getting taken out of anime, been censored, you could say, is power leotards. Like this kind of outfit that you're seeing in the game, for example. For example, in Dandadan, like there was that alien girl. Like in the manga, she does wear a full-on power leotard, and they censored it to really, in my opinion, very bad-looking bodysuits. So yeah, I don't like care too much about the panty shots specifically, but I can understand you guys' frustration in general. And yeah, I definitely noticed that. I mean, it's all yours, OA, just say thank you. Again, you're right, I'm just being stupid about this. Well, technically the artist should feel praise for their work, yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, I understand the frustration about like what's been happening with panty shots recently. Yeah. But I'm not saying it's a bad thing, like that they did this or anything like that. That's not what I'm implying. But like while panty shots are being censored right now, like in the past they definitely added them like quite liberally, you know, because Rosario no Vampire, like Rosario Vampire specifically, right? I remember somebody counted it, and in like 12 episodes there were, I think, how do I say this? In 12 episodes of that anime, there were, I think, 200 or close to 200 panty shots just there, you know. So yeah, obviously that's better than censoring it, but they did put it in to quite a ridiculous degree in the past. Like when you're 12 episode anime that doesn't even have that many panty shots, como in the manga. Like if someone counts, then there are more than 200 in the actual anime adaptation. I don't know. To me, that just feels like a bit much. I care deeply for it. It doesn't bode well for the future of the culture around the media. Dark times ahead. Oh yeah, definitely. Like, I think we were talking about this in like past stream. But yeah, censorship is going to get a lot worse before it gets better. Sucks, but there's not much we can do about it besides what we already been doing, you know? Especially with like more mainstream companies like Netflix and Amazon and Disney getting more interested in anime recently. Like this is only going to get worse before it gets better. But yeah, in regards to like in other subjects, I'm actually really happy that you guys seem to like the model just as much as I do, you know? Like, I wasn't worried that you guys weren't going to like it, but still the reaction still has been like something I thought was nice. I really been liking the general reaction to the model. Oh yeah, I think most people weren't here when I first discovered this, but what the fuck is happening there? Why are there like 4 zombies around the seemingly out of commission harpy? Like, what did I stumble into? And look, she gets back up, so like, what was happening? What the fuck is going on here? In regards to like censorship though, that's true of most censorship. Like, let's be real, most censorship doesn't make a lot of sense and is generally applied unevenly, but it's just interesting to see, you know, interesting to notice. One sec.
ドンペリ様の言う通り、誰かがジンさんを狙っているのかもしれない。急ぎましょう。
Oh, it absolutely does not. I was testing it even outside the stream, and I really like how it looked. Like together with a few other games I was testing it in before I started, you know, like yesterday and such. But anyway, back to the censorship thing. One thing that's interesting about censorship is like how genuinely hypocritical it is. Like it seems like it's done that way by its very nature. Because we were talking about
私たちは急いでいるのに。ちょっと誰かあの風を何とかしなさいよ。
like then censoring power leotards and like panty shots, right? And it's really interesting because in Dun Da Dun, which was the anime that censored the power leotard specifically, they actually they've been one of the few recent anime that have had not only panty shots but quite a lot of them. Which is interesting both because it is a pretty like famous shonen, so you think they'd censor them, and it is interesting because they didn't censor those, but they did censor the thing that logically should be the lesser of two evils, which is like the power leotards. Because you think that if they were going to censor anything, it would be the panty shots, it would be the like kinda more humiliating, more unconsensual thing, but no, it's just a girl wearing some more revealing clothing that she is very much comfortable doing, you know? That's what gets censored. So yeah, it's just another demonstration of how it seems by its very nature nonsensical and like hypocritical censorship usually is, you know? Just something interesting to notice. An even like more egregious example I've seen of like how weirdly censorship is applied, right? Was with the anime, I think High Rise something, I don't remember the exact name, where in the first episode there are like no panty shots, they're all censored, right? But they also for some reason make the characters a lot thicker, a lot curvier, and a few episodes later they suddenly drop a singular panty shot, but that one is special because it's probably the most egregious and you could argue like the most useless and disruptive in the manga. So they bothered to censor every other panty shot but kept exactly the one that was the like worst in that sense, and they made all the characters like their bodies a lot more curvy, like make it make sense, make it like have any sort of logic to it at all, you know? Just censorship working as intended, apparently. I will kill obscure anime myself. God damn it, what did I do, man? Why are you trying to kill me all the time? What did I do to you? But yeah, welcome to the string armor, and we're talking about panty shots. That's why you walked into quite a weird discussion. Because we, like, people have been noticing that panty shots specifically, obviously all or most types of fan service have been getting censored nowadays, but panty shots specifically seem to be some of the most affected types of fan service by like modern censorship. I like when ecchi and panty shots in manga actually make sense. they're constantly running or being thrown around, it's fine, but just random angles piss me off. I don't have a problem with, well, I do have a problem with both of these because I don't like panty shots in general, but I can understand your logic there. But the point is not like personal preferences or how they are handled in anime and manga, but more like the topic of censorship is more what we're talking about. Plausible deniability, probably. Body type and panty shots are as sacred and built into the foundation of anime culture. I don't know how like they would have plausible deniability given again what they chose to preserve, but again, censorship in general doesn't make any sense and is often, if not always, very like hypocritical. So in that sense, I'm not too surprised by this. High School DxD, for instance, it never seemed arbitrary despite being an ecchi anime. Anime is more popular, meaning appealing to a bigger audience, more censorship for normal people. Yeah. Unfortunately, for better or worse, I'd say that censorship is almost always worse, you know, if not always worse. Like, I think, I know that normies are not going to accept that answer, but I feel like the valid response to seeing something you don't like is just to not watch it. Of course, normies are entitled and think they everything should cater to them and that they should be able to watch whatever they want without feeling uncomfortable, because how dare you make something for people that aren't you? How dare you make something that makes them feel uncomfortable? How dare you like do something that makes it so that one show they can't like, you know? But I feel like the most reasonable reaction to content that you don't like is to not watch it. Or if you do, to accept that something that you do like for the most part just has bad parts about it. For example, I don't like the ecchi in I don't remember the name, but it was that anime where the girl can see like ghosts and things that most normal people can't see, you know? Like, that's a horror series, and in general, I really don't feel like a horror and ecchi, how would you say it? Like, they mix really well. A lot of people think that horror is actually one of the genres that mixes best with ecchi, but I feel like I totally disagree. I feel like horror and ecchi just don't go well together. And so I really didn't like how that anime handled its fan service, and so I was like, oh, I'll just watch something else then. Like, I'll watch some other horror anime that doesn't have that stuff. I don't demand that things be censored because I don't like it, you know? Not even, it doesn't even need to be like fan servicey stuff. Like, a lot of people talk about like, oh, woke this, woke that. Like, if something has some cliches that could be seen as woke that I don't like, then I just don't watch it, you know? It's even my personal like philosophy with this stuff. Like, the minute a girl boss appears on screen, I'm out. Like, I'm not going to say that you can't write a girl boss character. I'm not going to demand that girl boss characters be censored for everyone else. I'm just going to be like, oh, you want to include that? Okay, I'm not watching this shit then. Like, because it's a me problem at the end of the day, you know? I shouldn't be able to like, just demand that it be changed just for my sake, you know? That's what I think. For worst, fuck normies. Yeah, A Fisher has the right idea. Censorship usually is annoying, but at times it is very necessary. Censorship should only be used for extreme cases like gore, as in literally pseudo anatomy lessons, especially on TV. Absolutely worse. Our only hope is that we can ride this BS out until the Western investors lose interest in anime and move on to whatever else pops up. The reason why is since back when anime was TV only. So imagine a kid walks by, sees a woman getting raped and killed brutally. It's debatable on censorship. On TV, especially on certain times of day, I can understand. But when something was made specifically with adults or at least teenagers in mind, I feel like censorship or most forms of censorship is not necessary, or is an outright bad thing, you know? Blah blah blah. I personally hate all censorship, but I understand depends on where this is being published. Manga censorship is the worst thing ever. I disagree, Imar. If you compare it to the past where we had censorship in TV versions of anime or media, we at least had Blu-ray editions sold that had it fully uncensored. Yeah, and there are even what's the name? Solutions to this, the TV problem where no, you can need to censor for certain times of day, especially exactly because children might walk in. One way to do that is to just air it on later times of day where children will be less likely to see it, or you just censor it for TV but have an uncensored version on Blu-ray. There are ways to fix this, you know. Censorship, especially this very general form of censorship where you can't avoid it anywhere is bad. Because I have nothing against options, you know. I have nothing against, for example, imagine if in this game you had the option of oh, you don't like the fan service, you don't like that the girls are almost naked. Oh, you have a censored version of their outfits that you can switch to if you don't like it. I have nothing against options. I just really dislike it when they just take stuff out outright, you know. So I'm definitely going to agree with Nunia there. Normies out the issue, obviously. I feel like it's the Black Souls issue best. You can choose not to see it, but they've made it there. They just want to cry about something. Yeah, it's definitely the normies, Arma. It's definitely the fucking normies. A lot of people are just, this word is generally not used very well. People abuse it, but there are some people who are genuinely entitled these days. They think that if something makes them uncomfortable, that it can't exist. How dare there be something that makes me uncomfortable? Media in general shouldn't make me uncomfortable. Or how dare there be media that excludes me? Media that isn't for me. There are lots of people who are entitled and that simply can't accept that some things are not for them, you know? You can see that even outside of the examples of censorship, you can see that a lot with Souls games and Souls likes, for example. A lot of people are always talking about, oh, why can't they add a easy option? Oh, why can't they add some interesting difficulty options so that more people can be included? Because how dare a game exclude them, right? How dare a game be made specifically for people who like difficulty? Because there are quite a few arguments against doing that, against difficulty selectors, against there being various types of difficulty, against making these more options to exactly make a more guided, focused experience aimed specifically towards the people that like difficult games and optimize for them in all design aspects, you know? But normies can't accept that. They can't accept that, oh, maybe this game that is very popular right now, maybe it's just not for me. Maybe I can't get into it. Maybe it's for other types of people. Like, there are genuinely people that can't accept that, like, there are some things that aren't for them, you know? And that's a big problem that we have right now. Yeah, never mind. We need to become like ice to the normie. That's quite the like, that's quite the controversial subject, and I don't want the stream to be political. I know that you just make that as a joke, but I'm not going to get into it if it's no problem for you. Yeah, like, they want to be angry and call people who enjoy it every insult they could. Yeah, there's also that as well. Bro, I worry so much for Black Souls. I can't stand it if people come into an age game community and try to preach about moral. Oh god. Yeah, it's especially annoying. Like, if you go on my Twitter, you'll see that I've been retweeting a lot of accounts that play like Love and Deep Space, even though I generally don't like those people very much, since they are the kinds of people who are like, oh, no, female fan service is good, but that male fan service, that needs to be taken out. A lot of Love and Deep Space fans, I know not all of them, but a lot of them are like that. And so, like, I genuinely would prefer not to interact with those people, but recently they've been having their own problem with normies, so I've been relating to them a lot, because there's kind of been this problem in their community where they introduce like an, I think was an incest like romance option, right? And a lot of people are butthurt over that. Like, there are two camps of Love and Deep Space fans. They're degenerates that are like aware that they're playing essentially a game where they're pretending that the pixels on the screen are their boyfriends, and where there's already a bunch of really fucked up stuff that for some reason these people don't seem to care about. And there are the people just completely outraged, saying that, oh no, this will make it so that the world is a worse place. More people are going to want to commit incest because our weirdo game has that, you know? So I've been retweeting a lot of that, exactly because I relate a lot to their situation. Again, even though I generally don't like those people. Well, quite a few of those people. I can't generalize either. Yeah, I see it clearly. Like my man, you are in an aero game community. What did you think everyone was here for? True and real. For real, every hater gets mad about the options. Censorship exists. It's as if it isn't their morality. They hate it. Yeah, it's the thing. They don't like options. They want it just taken out the game. It's the thing that drives me insane the most, because if they were like, oh, I don't like it, I wish there was an option to take that out the game. Oh, I totally, like, agree to that. Like, I, like, totally understand, and I even support that, to be more options for more people. But a lot of people don't want more options. They just want what they don't like to not be able to exist at all, you know? And that's what pisses me off. Well, that's just a human entitlement issue. We dealt with that for years, from games to the literal church 1,500 years ago. Yeah, we were even discussing that, how this is a problem that has existed for years. It's like been here since before we were born, like I said, and it's going to be here when we're long dead. So yeah, I know what you're saying, and I do agree with it, that this is a very old issue. It's also a mix of FOMO. Yeah, people, especially normies, they can't stand being out of something, you know? They can't stand, oh, something is popular, but I can't be a part of it. How dare it, you know? Like, why can't I be included in this popular thing? It's very annoying. Again, the whole entitlement thing. The BA community's approach works the best, it seems, but that needs a majority community cooperation. Yeah, I generally agree, but like, that approach isn't perfect. Obviously, no approach is perfect, but like, that whole thing of like a lot of gatekeeping, right? It can lead to some very genuinely bad situations where like some people can get accused and like persecuted for essentially just their identity instead of their actions. Like I was talking about in one stream where like a Yuri artist, she again was a very good member of the community. She didn't dislike lolicon, she was not annoying with the other people in the community, whatever they were into. She was just okay, generally okay, normal person who enjoyed her things in her own way without disrupting anyone in the community. And then like she made a Pride Month, I think, art, and like some misunderstandings happened and people went ballistic, like, and cancel her despite again her not doing any of the things like that, any of the tourist stuff, you know. She was essentially just cancelled because people just saw that she was a lesbian and Yuri enjoyed her in the Blue Archive community and just assumed things. So in general, I agree that the Blue Archive community has some very good, like it's good, but it can definitely have its flaws too, which is why I sometimes hesitate to say that it's a one size fits all solution, you know. But yeah, I do in general agree. I'm not even a big fan service enjoyer, but just get used to it and stop being a crybaby. I'm an FGO fan and a Christian, buddy. I'm playing a fantasy game. It doesn't have to be biblically accurate. True and real. Oh wait, what is the overall gameplay of Love and Deep Space even like? I never looked into it. From what I've seen, it's just an otome game. Have you ever played a dating simulator? It's like that. I would die on that hill. Women's fantasies are 5 times more degenerate than men's fantasies. You know what? I will just say that I'm not familiar enough with this subject to say one way or the other, because I've seen quite a few like very degenerate male fantasies too, but like those books made me kind of recoil. Like some of those erotic books that women write made me recoil in disgust. So you know what, you're probably right. You know, since I don't know much about it, I'll just say that you're right, since clearly you're more familiar with this stuff. Just not be disrespectful, and I feel like that's about it. I agree. Coexistence, man, coming from a guy with pretty extreme beliefs. If even the extremists are like, live and let live, bro. Like, we know how much of an obnoxious problem those people are. But anyway, moving on. Let's continue. What? No. I was going to, like, I was misremembering something and was about to ask, like, the Blue Archive players in the audience, like, about one thing I've seen, but no, I'm confusing things. Sorry. What else? I think I should be able to grab that chest from before, hopefully, and yes, I do. I've seen it before. Female degenerates are on a different level. Male ones are losers, but female ones make me question if they are okay. They are not, bro. Like, the whole loneliness crisis is affecting everyone, and women are not okay, bro. You can see that both from their tweets, their Reddit posts, and their books. Like, if you want to see how much not okay women are, just go into, I don't even remember what's the name of it, but there's a whole subreddit about women that have been, like, dating AI boyfriends, and they all convince themselves that the AI boyfriends are actually real, that they're not just large language models, that they developed into, like, their actual own people. So yeah, women are not okay, man. That for sure is true. Don't really like Yuri personally, but that's sad to hear. Yeah. Like, I was actually almost goaded. Would that be the how you say it? Like, I was almost convinced to participate in the whole like cancellation campaign, because it was really disappointing to see. There was one person that like, I genuinely really respect, and that I like his opinions a lot. And he said, "Oh, this person is an anti-lolicon. It's a tourist trying to invade the Blue Archive community." I was like, "Oh, tourist? Oh, time to make fun of them." But then I actually looked into the situation. I was like, "What the fuck is this dude talking about?" No, she didn't do nothing wrong. Like, come on, man. So yeah, that was just a disappointing incident all around. Seeing my older cousin reading BTS Yaoi, where one member's... Wait, BTS is like an actual like thing, right? They are an actual band with real people, right? That's not okay, man. Oh my god, why were you... Oh god. Like, when I said that they were not okay, I was just kind of talking about like, they having these kind of weird fantasy, but that's just genuinely not okay, bro. That, like, you don't do that. Those are actual real people, bro. Like, what the fuck are you doing? They never were. You know what? I'm starting to believe it. I'm starting to really fucking believe it. But yeah, in general, like, there's a word for that, right? Like, IRL shipping, when people, like, actually start making these ships about, like, real people and not characters. And I'm like, bro, stop, please. What the fuck are you doing? Like, that's not fun anymore. That's just creepy. Those are real people. You can just do that kind of shit, you know? That's just not okay. By the way, I've seen this a lot with female degenerates. You haven't met the real one yet. Thankfully not. Apparently. One thing that's really annoying to me is the hypocrisy, you know? That's why I said that I don't like a lot of female degenerates, because, like, it's not even for the most part. Obviously, that's just unacceptable, but for the most part, I don't think that their fantasies are anything like terrible, but like it's the hypocrisy, because a lot of them will be like will have these very out there disgusting fantasies, and then they will get very mad at men for having sometimes even like normal fantasies, you know. So that's the aspect of female degenerates that I really like genuinely dislike, outside of again stuff like what you described, Dharma. But anyway, I think to keep in mind from a completely third-party point of view about that would be that if you are in the BA community and know how they react to that sort of thing, it should be expected. I don't know if I like that answer, Nunia. Because if that's true, and apparently it is, like... But then again, like, even like the original artwork, it didn't have a lot of people genuinely complaining about, oh, Pride Month art, that kind of thing. It was just a small few people, and then it only escalated when they thought, due to the misunderstanding, that she was like an anti-tourist, you know? So I don't know if I agree to that. The whole inciting incident was far from the main issue. Like a lot of people didn't have a problem with the original art. It was more the kind of thing that they thought was happening afterwards, you know. So I don't know if I agree with that take. And frankly, if we're being real here, like even if that is true, then it's just another one of those cases. Like, deal with it, you know. One sec. Let's see the cutscene, and then I'll talk about what I was like saying before.
これがマナストーンね。見るのは私も初めてだわ。この中からやがて真珠が蘇り、世界は再び暗黒に。やめて。あ、ごめんなさい。そうならないように頑張ってるんだもんね。さあ、この近くにジンがいるはずよ。探しましょう。おりょりょ？ねえねえ、こんなとこに新しい足跡があるでち。誰かいるのかも。
Switching classes. Use the mana stones around the world to switch to a different class. Each time you change to another class, your character will become stronger. Okay, perfect. So now we're going to do the class change. But before that, let me read some comments. I dealt with it IRL. It was a case where it was a Genshin fan. No surprises there. Sorry. They got mad at male fans because one of the females had a kind of sexualized design, but then I talked to the actual person. She was, sorry to hear it, Ima, pro shipper. Like extreme Yuri fan, meaning hate for all straight stuff. I just fucking hate these people with every fiber of my being. And had literal Yuri hentai as her profile pic. That's the thing, like, you can have whatever fucking degenerate like taste you want, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone IRL, in my view. But why do so many people like have such a problem with other people enjoying what they like, you know? It's just so fucking stupid to me. Like, and it isn't like, especially nowadays. I know a couple of years ago that used to happen in reverse as well. But especially nowadays, you, in the West as well, especially nowadays in the West, you're very unlikely to see people that whenever girls get like fan service for them, right, they are going to complain. But whenever guys get like even the like smallest bit of fan service and some of these girls see it, they get extremely mad. Again, so bye Fisher. Have a good time with your family. Again, it's not all girls. There are quite a few that just don't care or even like it. So I'm not generalizing, but it's just frustrating to see how many girls are not only against male-oriented fan service, but hypocritical about it too. Like liking some of the same things, or even some of Happy New Year, Fisher, and thank you. Or even some worse things, and like and then like discriminating against people who have their own tastes sometimes, even when these tastes are far tamer than their own. Like there are a lot of girls who like yaoi, for example. That's why I generally group them all to fujoshis, right? And they will draw the most degenerates, like the most out there art of, again, underage characters, like engaging in literal sexual activity with a lot of fetishes, right? But the minute you draw any of the like female characters in a bikini, then suddenly you're the devil to them. Like, again, it's not then being degenerates. It's not even then being worse degenerates than men. None of this stuff, like, is a problem to me. The problem really is just the hypocrisy, you know. But yeah, I think we talked about this enough for people to kind of get the point. I didn't see the artwork, so I don't have, yeah, literal sex, like literal hentai. Welcome to the stream, Muvelea. I didn't see the artwork, so I don't have full context. Did it really just inspire into an overblow thing? Yeah, the whole like thing was pretty small. It was just a few idiots complaining under the tweet, and then it spiraled out of control with when again the misunderstanding happened. That's more or less how that went down. Oh, a fairy? We need more of those in fiction. Haven't seen them in a while. Oh boy, do I have the game to recommend you? No, I'm joking. Then don't call in degens. Again, I do understand. Hypocrite is more damning anyway. You know what? I was going to ask, like, what I should call them, but you know what? You're completely right. Like, the whole thing that connects all these people is not them being fujoshis, it's not them being, like, female degens, it's not them being, yume joshis or anything like that. It's just hypocrites. What I hate is hypocrites of any kind, so yeah, you know what? I will start using that word. Just fucking, that's what I hate, so I should address it correctly. You're completely right. Do classes matter? That's because I thought it'd be an actual fairy game. I was excited. But what was I going to say? Oh, they call it class change, but it's more of, like, that title is a bit misleading. It's more of a class upgrades, because we aren't really, like, we aren't going to change classes really. Like, Angela is still going to be the mage, Rias is still going to be the Amazon, like Charlotte is still going to be the healer. Everything's going to stay the same. It's just that we can choose if Charlotte becomes more of a trickster kind of debuff healer, or more of a just pure like more potent healer, you know. Rias too, like, we can choose if she's going to be more of a like knight type Amazoness with more armor and like more light base abilities and stuff like that. And Angela, you can pretty much decide if she's going to become a more light or dark mage, you know. So they call it class change, but it's more class upgrade. Like if we're talking about this functionally. Also, how fun is this game away? Well, I've personally is one of my favorite games like of all time. So you can kind of guess by that, you know. But since we're going to like upgrade the classes, I'm just going to check something, okay? Those are some loud sparkles, yeah. The like sound effects are pretty they're pretty loud for this. People can tolerate a degen or ignore them completely, but no one likes a hypocrite. Yeah, you're just adding to Movelea's point, and I agree completely. I'm going to have to Google something here. Okay, so you're going to have to forgive me because the string is going to be a bit like not action packed is what I mean for a while, but I swear I'm going to try to make it quick. In the meantime, why don't we talk about something lighter, you know? Like, for example, in RPGs, out of these classes, and let's include like a fourth one, like if you had to choose between like mage, healer, warrior, or a tank, like which of those four classes is your personal favorite? Can you make Charlotte a warrior and give her a giant? No, it doesn't work like that. You can just, again, it's not really a class change. The more correct term would be like a class upgrade. That's why I was saying that. Okay, so I'm consulting a classes guide right now. Oh man, god damn it. Okay, you're just talking about the whole classes thing. Well, good moment for the like string to for the internet to turn to shit, right? Since at the very least it's not on a more action-packed kind of point in the stream that kind of needs a better internet. Okay, Rune Maiden class for 3D debuffing, like abilities, class strikes, new combo, moves, like statistics. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay, so I get it now. Let me see if yeah, I think it's like more this way. That's how it's kind of organized in the wiki. Okay. Okay, the internet seems to have become better again. But yeah, I'm guessing you wanted to like kinda do that whole Elden Ring thing, right? Where you turn the little doll character, I think it's the Revenant, right? Into what's the name? A more melee oriented character. So I'm guessing that's kinda what you wanted to do, but no, you can't do that. Sorry to say. Life swipe. Flail balls. New combo. Death down. HP up. Weak points. Intelligence. Rod. Hard ricochet. Dispel magic. Gremlin. Fetid breaths. Okay, necromancer. Bombastic. Mighty victory heal. Stonework. Climactic hits. Ghoul. Ghost. Dark curse. Dark saber. Obscure anime has survived 17 of my attempts. He's a lucky man. I'll spare you today for being good. Thank you. I appreciate you not wanting to kill me anymore. A shame, but understandable. Okay, and yeah, you need that to go to that class. What I'm trying to see here is more Charlotte, honestly. For now, I guess I would just I'll go back here and see, like, because I already know I don't want that. So High Cleric, Sage, or no, I was a Chaos Bringer, so I definitely went Enchantress, and then Necromancer, and then Chaos Bringer. I remember this costume. Okay, so I know what to go for now. Need to go to Enchantress with her, and then Necromancer, so I can avoid the like the more disgusting attack, and then Chaos Bringer. Okay, I think that was what I did. Yeah. I'll have to consult it later, but for now, to not disrupt the stream too much, we're just going to do what, like,
誰がクラスチェンジするの？さあ、クラスチェンジできるかやってみましょう。
just going to do this already. Okay, time to switch class. Okay. Switch class. A class with a variety of spells. Sorceresses can use different types of elemental magic to attack their enemy's weakness. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with a full dark team, since their outfits are sexier. I mean, since their abilities are more interesting, of course. That's why I'm choosing this patch for the girls. Of course, surely. Mysticists are good at hindering enemies and proficient with dark spells. They can learn abilities that use their own HP to increase damage of their spell. Oh yeah, that's definitely the one I want. One sec. Yeah, the dark one. Okay. But yeah, in regards to what you were saying, of like wanting to turn Charlotte into a warrior that uses a giant weapon, like, I can definitely understand the appeal. Like, a lot of people get mad at others that kinda use the Revenant in that way because they want them to be more optimal and to invest into what their class is actually supposed to be. But come on, let people have fun. Like, let them run around as the small character that is wielding a giant weapon, okay? Oh no, she's hot. And yeah, we're going all dark. Let me just consult this real quick. And yeah, we're going all dark. Because we get the Fenrir Knight later. With this one, perfect. just to be sure. Yeah, we're going full dark for everyone. Debuffing support class. Rune maidens can weaken an enemy and make it easy for the party to win. Actually debuffs are probably going to be like unironically good for this team. So it's not even just a fan service thing. It's just the fact that this class is also better. Like, I don't know if they're meta or not, but being serious for a moment, not only are the dark classes more fan servicey than the light classes due to the whole cliche, you know, but at least to my playstyle, they are also preferable. Like, legitimately, I like the abilities of the dark classes, like more than the light classes, and I read through them all. So, yeah, it's just a double win for me. It's both more fan service and better abilities for my playstyle.
誰がクラスチェンジするの？さあ、クラスチェンジできるかやってみましょう。
But what if you met an enemy who is immune to debuffs? This isn't FGO. This isn't a thing here. Don't worry. This isn't like FGO or like what's that other game? Black Souls, where some enemies are immune or can be very resistant to it and making them not viable. Like in this game, there are some enemies that are completely immune to certain elemental attacks, but from what I've seen, no enemy is immune to debuffs. So don't worry, that's not a thing here. A class for a fighting healer. In addition to healing, enchantresses can learn attack magic. There are powerhouses that can take down enemies on their own if necessary. Oh yeah, that's why I picked this one. It's because Charlotte is useless, because, like we discussed before, yes, in FGO there are some bosses, rather, that are immune to debuffs. They have that kind of debuff immunity, either a passive or an ability, and generally a box, right? Remember? Oh, bro, okay. And yeah, we're going Enchantress because, like, in this game, healers are pretty useless, like, as we've seen, because we get so many healing items that, like, there's no point. So any class that can help my healers actually be useful in any way is a good class. So yeah, that's why I also went with this one in the other playthrough as well. But how is she useless if she's such a cutie? Dude, I'm sorry to say, but she is cute and useless, okay? These two are not mutually exclusive. And yeah, she will be less useless now. Increases their healing powers. Nah, but better just attack magic in general. The saber bullshit is not good. And again, the whole thing that I already did before, and just go through that path, whatever. All dark. Enchantress, because lore. What do you mean lore? I don't get what you're getting at here. Yes. Whoa, Obscure's PNG tubing as his daughter. Yes, welcome to the stream, Evil Bookman. I recently got this model made by, like, a Fisher made this model for me, rather, I should say. And so I'll be using it, like, from now on for my gameplay streams. So yeah, I'm really glad that you like it too. Most people have, but it's just nice to see. Wasn't FGO approaching end of service? Nah, that's a rumor. Like, let's be real, they're not ending FGO. Like, the biggest tell that we have is that, like, Mesh isn't NP5 yet. They're definitely going to continue after this, like, second chapter. It's a joke here, no one would get. Okay.
完璧に風を読まないと。
Yes, play FGO again. I will not be doing that. Thank you very much. I will not be playing FGO again. No, sorry, I'm not doing that shit. No, thank you, man. No, thank you. Wait, can I do that with Rias too? Let me see. Kinda. She doesn't have as much ass as Angela. I mean, let's go fight the boss. Rumor, but the FGO story is over. No, they're definitely going to continue it. Don't you worry about it. Like, they say that, oh, the story is over, the game is going to end. No. Like, they're definitely going to continue. Like, oh, no, you say, oh, it just finished. Don't you worry about it. They were going to find some way to continue. Trust me, I guarantee it. Time for some event reruns then, I guess. But yeah, now we're going to fight the boss. Now that we changed classes too, or upgraded then, etc. Look at this edgelord.
やめて、ジンを離しなさい。
さては風神像を壊したのもあなたね。
消えた。
ジンの様子がおかしいよ。気をつけて。
Then even the monsters are getting more fan servicey. They looked at us and said, I'm not letting these human girls like
早く倒してジンさんを助けましょう。
be hotter than me.
任せて。もう少しの辛抱よ。ジン。
He's so cool. Dark Shine best character. Lol. Oh fuck. Nice, okay. Time for event reruns then, I guess, or a new spin-off like Fate Grand Exilian 2. They won't. Nasu himself said so. Nasu says a lot of stuff. Interesting. Since the gacha games are finishing their stories, DB Legends also said it's going to end its story in 2026. His aura is so intense. What an evil and dangerous boss. But yeah, should probably like actually focus on like defeating her. RC pets. Funny, the boss harpy has clothes, but the mob harpies have none. Why do you think she's the boss? Like, only the boss is allowed clothing privileges, you know? That just makes sense. Like, obviously the plebeian, harpies are not allowed such luxury. Only the boss gets to wear clothes, as revealing as they may be. This is an interesting mechanic that they have, where like there are some moves that are just unsurvivable. Like you have to preserve your powerful attacks during boss fights in order to disrupt those moves, you know? It's an interesting mechanic, I think. Like if I didn't do that, all my characters would be dead right now. Exactly because that move is like designed for characters to not be able to survive. It's designed to do more damage than their maximum health, and so you kind of have to like save up the like special move bar to disrupt those types of attacks. It's an interesting mechanic, certainly. Oh, just one thing, okay? I've been having some, like my house has been having some electricity troubles. So if the stream just gives in halfway, like it's probably because the internet, energy went out. Okay, so don't be too surprised by that. Oh shit, I need to go do my yearly Toho run before the new year. Best luck and everyone enjoy New Year chat. Good luck with your run, Nanya Fibo. Thank you for participating in the stream. Which do you all like more? Stronger female character? Like stronger female character, more clothes, or stronger female character, less clothes? Come on, you don't need to make that like you don't need to ask that question to me. Maybe some other people in chat like different stuff, but come on, you should be able to know what I like, okay? Like, be real. What do you think I prefer? And yeah, seems like people agree with me there. Of less clothes, the stronger the girl is. Oh, seems like Evil Bookman does not agree. He thinks that female characters that have more clothes as they get stronger are better. So we have someone in here that has a different opinion. Okay, perfect. And we win. Nice. We found a gacha player. Okay, that made me chuckle a bit. But let's be real, I think most people here play gacha games. Okay, save a guy once and he's loyal to you forever. I guess that's a keeper, something like that. Anyway.
ようやくローランド城奪還の準備が整いましたね。皆さん、本当にありがとうございました。ドンペリ様の策を遂行するため、眠りの花畑に向かいましょう。
But yeah, the electricity around here has been a bit faulty, so again, if the stream just suddenly dies, you know why. But yeah, now that I think about it, I definitely am going to have to go back to that city with the night market in order to like reset like the build, so I can invest into more things now that we change classes. Since another thing that's interesting about changing classes, let me show you guys. is that you have a lot more options now, you know? So I'm definitely going to have to reallocate some of these points. Not so much for Angela, actually, since yeah, I definitely need the points where they are right now so I can keep most of my magic. So yeah, I'll have to I probably won't reset for her, but for some of the other ones I probably will. Now let's see. Diamond shards, or I think we're only going to get like fire much later, so don't think I should do that right now. No, that's fine. So yeah, I definitely need to invest in intelligence, since my spells have been kind of not too great. Probably because my intelligence is pretty garbage. But I'll definitely have to invest in strength in the future just to get like Fireball and Reclaim 2, which are especially important. But now though, should I invest in intelligence and be more underpowered but prepared for the future? Or nah, I'm just invest in intelligence, okay. Base intellect increased by 5, magic damage dealt increased by 5%. Equip any learned ability, MP boost. Okay, perfect. Already equipped. Yeah, I think I'll equip both of these. Magic switch, so and limit break to get more magic damage. Let's see what I can invest in here. Yeah, I definitely need to take some of these points out so I can invest them all into spirit, pretty much, since that's where pretty much all her abilities are. So yeah, I'll definitely have to do that for her. For now, I'll just do what I can here. As for you, yeah, intelligence for your class is definitely going to be important, but I'm definitely going to have to start investing in spirit too. So yeah, I definitely will have to. Again, not too much for Angela, because I kind of need the stats where they are right now so I can use the spells that I have. But I'll definitely have to reset the points for both of these characters, for Charlotte and for Reyes. For now, I should probably put this into spirit so I can at least have, or be close to having that one. I'll see what I'll equip later, and for now, let's save. But yeah, what were we talking about again? Oh yeah, like RPG classes. Like what are your favorite RPG classes? It's again more like warrior, more like mage, or straight up tank. Like, what do you prefer? Pretty sure, yeah. Personally, my favorite class kind of varies depending on like the RPG I'm playing. Like there are some games like this one, for example. Angela is my favorite character in pretty much all aspects. So obviously my favorite class in this game is mage, right? But in, for example, Souls likes, I generally go for a more like heavy armor, heavy weapon type of build, unless they have like exceptionally good magic. Like for example, Dark Souls 2. Like dark magic is in Dark Souls 2 is the best in like the proper Soul series. Like if you don't consider Elden Ring, magic is definitely the best to use in Dark Souls 2. So whenever I play Dark Souls 2, I always play as a mage. But for other Souls games, I definitely prefer playing more as a heavy armored warrior. So yeah, it depends. Like my preferred class depends heavily on the game I'm playing. Welcome to the stream, Fallen Angel. You know, I actually do like RPGs, but like no one actually discusses the main reason why people play them. It's either for the story or because the gameplay is fun. Isn't that the case for most games? I feel like that's a bit generic. Like most people play games in general for good stories and like gameplay, you know. Again, not to like shit or make fun of you or anything. It just feels a bit of a generic answer. But anyway, and no one talks about anything else about like people actively have to like make this. It takes a lot of people, you know what everybody finds these people. I suppose if I made a murder simulator, would want to stay anonymous too. That went in quite a wild direction. We were talking about like why people like RPGs, and after that you went and like mentioned like murder simulators or like completely different subject in general. Anyway, but it's fun to try to make a weird class work. What was I going to say? I generally prefer to do that in like, I get what you mean. Like in, for example, Dark Souls, I also had some playthroughs where I tried to make my class like deliberately weird. Like I tried to go, for example, for something completely non-functional just because I thought it'd be fun. But generally, the place where I like to make these types of more for fun kind of out there builds is actual D&D, you know? I feel like when you are given like complete freedom by the very nature of the game, that's when like this kind of out there class building is the most fun. When you can just make like a witch priestess or like a warrior that for whatever reason is cursed to never be able to like hold a sword, so he has to multi-class into monk. Like I feel like this kind of goofy stuff works better when you have a more like complete freedom RPG system like D&D, you know? But that's just my view. Oh, you're here. Were you able to speak with Don Petty? Goodness, you have become friends with the element of wind himself? That's astounding. Alma is in the Sonno Samedan. I'm sure she would love to hear from you. Head to the Sonno Samedan. I feel like we're going from like one boss battle into the other, because I genuinely remember like the Sonno Samedo having some kind of boss fight now. So maybe I'm wrong.
Okaeri nasai.
賢者ドンペリには会えましたかな。
ええ、見ててください。
はいな、お任せください、ご主人様。出す。
Oh, and now we're going to use the element of wind to make the spores travel to the fortress and make them sleep now. So we're essentially going to use the same tactic that the invaders use against the Amazons, against 10. We're kind of going to flip the tables in that aspect. But about like what you were saying, Generico Geronimo, like what kinds of weird out there classes do you generally like to make, or that you have made, you know? Like what are some examples of these kinds of
さあ、今がチャンスです。ただ、
wacky
上位に
classes
まだ眠
that
っていない時があるかもしれない
you
くれ
particularly
ぐれも
like?
気をつけてください。
That's more or less what I'm asking. And yeah, time to do as the title of the stream says and help the Amazons.
持って行ってください。
これ以上ローランド城を敵の好きにはさせません。父の無念を晴らすためにも必ず城を取り戻します。
It's getting quite late, so like at the first opportunity I have to just save and quit, I will, okay? Just warning you guys. And I kinda ran out of things to talk about, as you can probably tell. So yeah. What's the difference between a murder and serial killer? Kind of the amount. You can be a murderer by just killing one single person, but to be a serial killer, that kind of implies that you killed more than a single person, you know? So it's more quantity, the main difference, I'd say. Oh, okay. Now I think we can advance a bit more then. What's another interesting subject? Oh, actually this is quite the interesting one. It doesn't need to be specifically, because I already asked like about your favorite monster girls, right? But in regards to just your favorite fantasy species, like elves, orcs, or like what's the other, dwarves or halflings, like beast people, any of this type of stuff. Like, what's your favorite fantasy species? I got like a Switch for Christmas and Pikmin 2, and they're very fun games. Oh, that's nice to hear. I heard good things about Pikmin. Like, they do sound like very fun, like management type games. That is even easier than when like they invaded us with the static, lol. Like, you guys aren't putting any fight at all. You really are losers, lol. Oh no, there are some here that aren't quite as incompetent. Okay, so light magic. Since I never played D&D, I'm going to go with Dragon Quest, and flunk classes is the God Hand plus Diamond Slime. And Bravely Second with Ghost, I don't remember the exact class name, Ex-Alchemist. I like Caspers, and it's always fun seeing a fantasy race having super science to become some sort of super being. Oh, like the dwarves in Elder Scrolls, for example, right? Like when the main thing that differentiates fantasy species is their intelligence or their technological advancement, like that type of thing. I don't know, a lot of guards throughout gaming usually end up being either very weak or dying off screen. They're not exactly like main characters. Fair. Poltergeist or whatever was a crazy class. Like in Bravely Default. Yeah, that. Okay. Why was Poltergeist or Ghost or like these types of classes apparently so good? Bravely Second went hard on class identity. Like one of the first asterisks was a Super Warrior who gave up armor slots to get a third or even a fourth weapon. Oh, okay, so they really, like the whole point of Bravely Default is to, at least in the gameplay department, is to make sure that the classes have some clear differences, some clear identity, some drawbacks and like advantages that you can kinda use to min-max and become like super strong. Is that more or less like the point? Am I understanding this correctly? Poltergeist is like FFV's FF5's Beastmaster, but it leans even harder into the gimmick. Your character possesses enemies and is dead while possessing. Oh, okay. I never seen this done in an RPG, but I really like this possessing mechanic in general in games. Like, I really think that whenever you have a game where you have the ability to kind of take control of an enemy character and like use them to your advantage, like I really like this game gameplay wise, no matter like the type of game. Just a very unique gimmick in general. Bravely Default is crazy. Class the game is okay. Bravely Default is crazy. Class the game, especially second. Okay, you are certainly piquing my interest, that's for sure. Now, where the hell do I need to go? I think it's there. Yes, Bravely Default is like FF5 with a little bit of meth. Bravely Second upgrades to crack cocaine. Well, that's certainly an interesting way to describe that. I already know, like I already knew what Bravely Default was. I seen like some gameplays and reviews of it already. But the main things that jumped out to me were kind of the designs, the art style, and the story, obviously. Though probably that's because of how I experienced it. So hearing that the gameplay is also like equally as crazy, it's pretty interesting. Like a lot of Default's classes are just classic Final Fantasy but slightly twisted. Bravely Default has done Dragoon better than any mainline FF game. Lol, look at this idiot slashing at nothing. Like he did all the like super cool attack only to hit fucking air, pretty much. It's still not good, but the idea of having AoE attacks as well as jumps is cool. Ah, okay, so what you're saying is that Dragoon is generally not a good class, not even in like Bravely Default, but it's definitely better in Bravely Default than it is in Final Fantasy, where it's just complete ass. Is that more or less your point?
これでしばらく敵と遭遇しないでしょ。皆さん、力を合わせて頑張りましょう。
Because yeah, I think I can understand that, unfortunately. Like in Dark Souls, for example, they don't have obviously classes in the usual sense, but there are some play styles that are inherently like less effective than others. And like we were discussing, I don't think that's good game design. When you have various options, you should try to make them all viable in some way, then all balanced, you know? So when you have a particular one that's just inefficient compared to the others, that's always sucks. It's like magic in Dark Souls 3, especially like miracles, you know?
ひどいです。城内にモンスターを放つなんて。バール盗賊だ。絶対に許せません。
In FF, Dragoon is such a case of identity mismatch. You're a tank, you have armor, and your unique way of tanking is not being present to take hit. Wait, what? How the fuck does that even work? Like, so you are a high HP, high armor class that like dodges or that defends using like magic? Like, how the fuck does that work? You know, I always heard a game when you get more powerful every time, you die. Like, think of Verse in Dark Souls though, by recommendation, interesting game. Dragoon's special command is jump. Oh, so you tank damage by jumping, or like essentially dodging even though you're a high armor, high HP class. Yeah, that doesn't make much sense.
何者です。あなたもナバール兵ね。父の仇、覚悟。
違うんだ。俺の話を聞いてくれ。名前はホークアイ。確かに俺は元ナバール盗賊団のシーフだったが、今は逆にナバールから追われている身。
Likely story.
イザベラって女が盗賊団を乗っ取り、忍者たちの心を操ってローラントを占領させたんだ。俺はそれを止めに来た。信じてくれ。ありがとうよ。イザベラって女が何者なのか、俺も詳しいことはわからない。だがこれだけは言える。本当のナバール盗賊団は決して人を殺したりはしないと。
I don't know about you guys. Oh,
イ
I'm
ザベラ
sorry.
というのもどうやら加盟で、今は美獣と呼ばれているようだ。俺は親友のイーグルという男をイザベラ、いや美獣に殺されたんだ。美獣はさらにイーグルの妹のジェシカにまで、奴が死ぬとジェシカも死んでしまうような呪いをかけ、俺が手出しできないようにしているんだ。だから頼む。もし美獣と会っても奴を殺さないで捕まえるだけにしてほしいんだ。勝手なお願いだって分かってる。でも
わかりました。私はこのローラントの王女だったリースです。父の仇は取りたいけれど、無実の娘さんを犠牲にはできません。
ヒャッホー、さすがは王女様。もうキスしちゃう。
Oh, you actually fucking went for it. This fucking guy.
何をするんですか。
おっとすまない。つい興奮してしまって。
Oh, you don't get to escape that just with that though.
できるかどうかわかりませんが、なんとか捕まえてみます。
God, she's so flustered.
だがこれ以上みんなに迷惑をかけるわけにはいかない。なんとか俺一人でやってみるよ。じゃあ俺は先に行く。
Oh God, she's so flustered, so cute.
リース、大丈夫ですか？
はい、大丈夫です。今は動揺している場合じゃありません。先を急ぎましょう。
いきなりキスされるなんてちょっと羨ましい。
Well, Angela has good taste at least. Canonically, she ends up with a guy that isn't too interesting. But yeah, since she can like see the value in my man Hawkeye. Oh yes, we know, and yes, it's terrible. I'm never going to get over the. Again, I know what you mean, but there is no but. This is just fucking terrible. But yeah, like I believe him because I played through his story and I know he's telling the truth. But realistically, these characters have no reason to just take him at his word, you know? Like, he's very lucky that they were just like, okay, I believe you. Angela's so goated. Never mind. Hey, what do you mean, never mind? No, Angela's goated. Yeah, yes, that is true. Come on, dude, you are so close to the truth. You know Angela's goated. Lol, yeah, Dragoon are weird, but it feels like it works best in FF Tactics since the entire idea is fighting from afar. Okay. But yeah, realistically, they have no reason to believe this guy. Again, I know he's telling the truth because I played through his story, but they just kind of go, like I said, okay, I believe you. And it's pretty interesting because when I actually played as him as the male character, I never got this scene. Like, he never was flirtatious and actually kissed Rias. So seeing that was, it was pretty cute, I would say. But yeah, not that his competition is very stiff. Like, let's be real, the male characters in this game, the characters in this game in general aren't very good. They vary from like Rias and Duran being very generic to just outright being special needs like Charlotte and Kevin to actually being pretty, the word would be goated, right? Like Angela and Hawkeye. But yeah, if you couldn't tell, despite me not liking the whole like honorable thief like kind of cliche, I actually really like Hawkeye because he's pretty much the and again, the competition isn't too stiff, but he is the most interesting, the most well written, the male character with the most personality, I'd say. What is that, bro? What did I do this time? Fucking hell. What did I fucking do this time? What is that, bruh? Watch yourself away. Your death sentence was only extended, not erased. You know what? My mama didn't create no coward. Come and get me, bitch. I'll be waiting for you. Have you ever played Cooking Mama before? She's very savage close like that. I wonder why you had to get good or simply or having a very hurtful things said by her. Old games tended to be like that. Today they kinda like smooth out the edges so that kids aren't like offended or stuff like that. But even games for children, like in the past, like the characters could be pretty savage, you know. Like if you go and actually look at the dialogue of the original, what's that game with like Tonu? I don't remember. But like if you go to the old games on that franchise and you go and see the dialogue for the characters, pretty crazy. Like just how hard they can roast you for that being a kids game, you know. Animal Crossing, thank you. But yeah, my man Hawkeye just didn't hesitate even for a second. He was like, oh, yeah, this girl that just like by a stroke of luck believes me for no reason and agreed to help me. Yeah, you know, the best thing to do right now is to just kiss her out of nowhere without her consent. Yes, this is a great idea. What else? What the fuck else? Remember when you talk about panty shots in anime? I just saw anime, like an actual show, and 1/5 of the scene was an upskirt. Like, can you tell me the name of the show? I need that for research, if you don't mind. I'm joking, by the way. Like I said, I wasn't kidding when I said that I'm really not a fan of panty shots. So again, joke, just to make it clear. Sometimes people get the wrong idea from things I say. Okay, I already explored everything. Then the character, the healer, needs to heal more than anyone else is herself. So, out of everyone, she's the one closest to death. Oh god, okay. Well, anyway, my dog is asking for the yeah, the dog, surely. But yeah, it's getting a bit late for me, so like we're going to call it a night for today. Thank you all for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's stream, and I will see you guys like next time, probably on Friday for like a Beyond Citadel, when it's already like the new year. So yeah, a good new year to you all. Thanks for watching. Bye. And I love that he said that he has his passport ready and his kitchen knife blessed by a priest. Like, you think I'm some kind of demon, bro? Like, you can put as much holy water in your weapon as you want. It's not going to do more damage to me. I'm sorry. But yeah.